Digimon Seekers, Chapter 3, Part 12. Satsuki's call sounded serious. Yulin left Professor Ryu Senji's office and made her way back to the station. Yulin said as she strode to her chair and sat down, "We're picking up large-scale code cracker activity in the digital world, the wall slum specifically," Satsuki said, grabbing a tablet. "How large scale?" "Extremely, tons of traffic, between 100 and 200 of them." "So, not just one or two teams?" "Correct." "Not good? Have they issued a statement? What do they want? Who's leading them?" "Here," Satsuki said. She handed Yulin the tablet and pressed play on the video. The words "Sons of Chaos" appeared briefly as the video opened on a group of people singing in a chorus. "The SOC, Tartarus's group," Yulin said to herself. That helped explain the size of the group. Tartarus had the charisma to pull disparate factions of the code-cracking scene together. The video showed the SOC leaders Digimon launching an all-out attack on the wall slum. One Digimon in particular caught Yulin's eye as it entered the frame. "Dorumon!" Yulin gasped. "We're headed to the depths!" The voice was unmistakable. She knew exactly who Tartarus was now. Kosuke. "It's a real festival atmosphere!" Kosuke shouted. The words shook something loose in the back of Yulin's mind. 10 years from now, you'll be able to hold your head high and say you were here. Unleash your most prized Digimon and follow me if you want to live free of regret. We're headed for, the gateway. Are they going to try and code crack their way into the depths? Yulin asked quietly and swallowed hard. The code crackers in the video made their way toward the gateway at the center of the wall slum. "It's under attack, yes." The code crackers responded in force to Tartarus's statement. "You've got to be kidding me," Yulin said, biting her lip. "The vast majority are bots running routines, but there are plenty of A and S-class mind linkers among them too." He said it felt like a festival. They did seem rather fired up with their... Satsuki trailed off, preferring to mime a couple of fist pumps as though she were an excited attendee. "Quit joking around," Yulin screamed, slamming her fist down on her desk. "Gya! I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it!" Satsuki groveled, shrinking from her boss's sudden fury. "I'm not upset with you. It's those damn code crackers. Messing with the digital world like this is all some sort of party. It's unconscionable." Precisely, Deputy Squad Leader, Satsuki said hurriedly, desperate to stay in her boss's good graces. "Have we dispatched any recon units?" "Of course. I'll bring them up right now," Satsuki said, turning on the large monitor in the Digipolice Command Center. The wall slum appeared before them, a live video feed taken from the camera-equipped eye of a SEALs drayman in the recon unit. "SEALs 1 reporting in. Go ahead." "This is HQ. Report your status," Yulin ordered the officer, mind-linked to the SEALs drayman. "Copy, HQ. It's a war zone out here. A massive horde of code cracker Digimon is attacking the gateway. The gatekeepers are trying to fend them off, as you can see. And the SOC is present? No confirmed SOC units present. However, if I may, go ahead." The Digimon residents of the wall slum also appeared to be on the move, SEALs Drayman's partner said. Looking closely, Yulin could make out several types of Digimon that code crackers hardly ever used. They too were advancing on the gateway en masse. "You heard about this, right, Ryudamon?" Yulin said, tapping the Digimon linker on her wrist. "Indeed. The Digimon in the wall slum are joining the uprising," Ryudamon said, joining the conversation in hololized form. The Digimon of the wall slum sensed an opportunity, seeing as they were expelled from the depths of the digital world for having come in contact with data from the real world, just like the Digimon used by the Digipolice and code crackers. Were they incited by the humans, these code crackers? Not universally. There are those such as myself who have simply taken an interest in humans. Some have built social capital within the wall slum. The common thread among them is a fervent desire to return to the home they once knew. That made Yulin's eyes widen. Add to that the fact that the SOC's Dorumon is widely believed to be the Digimon leader uniting all the districts of the wall slum. And it's not hard to see how they were convinced to join, Ryudamon said. Yulin immediately opened a comms channel to the entirety of Investigative Unit 11. "We have reason to believe this attack on the wall slum gateway was incited by the SOC, specifically the code cracker known as Tartarus. They are attempting to code crack the gateway and gain access to the depths. Should they succeed, they will cause irreparable harm to the digital world. We must do everything in our power to prevent these code crackers from interfering with the digital world," she barked. "All officers in Unit 11 prepare for immediate dispatch. Equipment Type D. Ooh, the new stuff, Satsuki said with a mischievous grin. All cargo German units undergoing maintenance will also be deployed. All A-class and above units, including Satsuki and myself. Mind link prior to departure. Copy that, Satsuki replied, as she hurried back to her desk to set up her Digimon linker. Time to add some pyrotechnics to their little festival. If anyone sees the SOC leader's Digimon, be it Doraemon or a Digivolved version, do not engage. Contact me first. Don't you dare think you can beat the police, Kosuke, you bozo. Yulin muttered the last part to herself as she reclined in her chair, activated her Digimon linker, and sent her consciousness into Ryudamon's Digicore. The mountain that loomed over the center of the wall slum was every inch the war zone Seals Drayman's partner officer described. A horde of cyborg-type Digimon flooded the caldera where the gateway sat, turned loose by the code crackers had turned loose in an all-out assault on the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers were horrendously underspec'd compared to the Royal Knights, but the system deemed them good enough to guard the gateway, which was the only thing they were asked to protect. Absolutely magnificent, Marvin said with a grin. His hololized form looked up at the networked sea, reddened by the continuous blasts below. Marvin scanned the sea of code-cracker Digimon below, picking up on the prevalence of cyborg-type Digimon. Espamon appeared particularly popular. Thousands of Digimon swarmed the caldera, and the amateur code-crackers in particular were primed to take the festival comments to heart and banter with one another. Unable to mind link and not interested in heavy data analysis, Marvin figured they had no clue as to the significance of what was happening at the gateway. They just knew they wanted to join the party. Wall Slum Digimon mobilization is higher than anticipated, Doraemon muttered. And it's all thanks to Eiji's Wolf of the 9th District and the Digimon living there, Kosuke said, looking out over the battlefield. The Wall Slum offered tons of vantage points in the form of its many rotting, shabby buildings, all considered nearly as dangerous as the area around the gateway itself. And so they continued to slowly fall apart. No one lived in them, let alone wanted to live on rocky terrain as hard to navigate as the gateway caldera itself. Tartarus and Doraemon would be safe here despite being so close to the gatekeepers, seeing as they were plenty distracted by the hordes of codecrackers and their Digimon. Can you hear me, Eiji? Lugamon? Kosuke asked over chat. A beat. Then a voice responded. Tartarus? The results are superb, Eiji. You've done a masterful job. Where are you now? Still on the subway. How much longer do we have, Lugamon? We're almost at the last stop. We'll take off running from there. It had been a fair amount of work, but Eiji and Lugamon mobilized the entirety of the 9th District. Move as fast as you can. We have to keep up the pressure. Fair warning that the Digimon of the 9th District will quit at the drop of a hat if they feel like it, Lugamon chimed in. That's entirely reasonable, seeing as they're just caught up in the swell of the movement of the other districts. We can't control every last one of them, but there ought to be enough who want to return to the digital world badly enough to rush the gateway. How'd we do, Doraemon? Eiji asked, excited. This will have to do, Doraemon said cryptically. Say what? This is the Wall Slums Revolution, a moment of violent transformation. Okay, anyway, we'll just be a little bit longer. Chat's getting a bit tough to make out, Eiji said, cutting out just as he finished his sentence. Leave your admin chat channel open, I'll be in touch, Kosuke said, ending their direct call. Sir, they're here, a voice screamed over the SOC admin chat. Who? Kosuke asked. More gatekeepers? Or could it be... The Digi-Police, came the reply, as the long shadows of a cargo Draymond formation stretched over the wall slum. The Digi-Police, came the reply, as the long shadows of a cargo Draymond formation stretched over the wall slum. The cargo Draymond squadron hung in the air, searching for the right angle of approach. Begin descent! Yulin barked over her comms to Satsuki, who was aboard the unit behind her. Roger that, but we risk getting tagged in the crossfire if we get too low. Cargo Draymond armor can take a couple strays. Our top priority is arresting the SOC-affiliated code crackers. Whatever Yulin thought about Digimon and the digital world, she was part of the police force now. There was only one way for this to end. She had to prevent these extremist code crackers from interfering with the digital world and bring the full extent of their crimes to light. It's just about time, Doraemon said, eyes fixed on the battle raging at the gateway. Thank you. For everything. This is it, Doraemon. Let's take this ending back to the beginning. Kosuke gently stroked the interface on Doraemon's head, then looked up at the encroaching cargo Draymond formation with disgust. They're looking for something, Doraemon said, observing the cargo Dramon's behavior. Us. Then I shall digivolve. Do. We have to hit them with all we've got. Otherwise, we'll never see our partners again. And here they come, right on cue, to fall into our trap. Yulin and Ryudamon. I'll see you soon, Saya. I'll find that black Agumon. End of Chapter 3, Part 12.